It's Week 14 of the National Football League, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Steelers, and it comes your way next.
We are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel setting, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Winston now to throw on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with running. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. First carry for Najee Harris. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Working out of the gun, Winston. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 9 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him out of the end zone in this one.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Draw play, Elliott. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. It's a keeper with Prescott. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. On the carry, here's Clement. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. On the sneak, it's Prescott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2. He only got 1 on the sneak, and that's going to lead us to a 4th and 1. Here's Clement. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. The give is to Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Sutton now to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. It's brought in by Harris. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Godwin. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Now Pollard. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Out to his left. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Let's go.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On 2nd and a yard. Prescott flush to his right. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
There we go. That's the touchdown. That's it.
Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Sutton now to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Let's go. Deep, tighten up. Hey, check back around. Hey, keep it up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw there hauled in by Claypool. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A first down throw for Winston. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. To the air again with Winston. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On second and goal, Winston. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now Pollard. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. First down, Prescott. Flushed out right. It's caught, Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. To try again after the sack. Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. It's Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who have the lead at the half. T. Higgins, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they've gone to the half with the lead over the visiting Bills. Melvin Gordon, a touchdown run in that first half. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington football team at home at FedEx Field. And that game all even as they host the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. And meanwhile, for the Steelers, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On play action, Prescott rolling to his right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, Winston connects here with the tight end Blake Jarwin. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Jameis to throw it. And Winston lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And it's a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. To throw is Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The 40. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important. We talked about
Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So Mike Tomlin correcting his assessment to throw the flag there. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. Prescott yet again. That'll bring up second down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Sutton now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Throwing, Winston. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Touchdown! Jameis Winston with his fourth touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Now Pollard. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Settled good, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Oh, Prescott stripped, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Winston. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a 1st down carry for Harris, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Here's Winston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott running right through it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Escaping. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations.
Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Winston to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. One last shot now for Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Cowboys, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.